This is Jessie with Black Business Live Television, and we are at Tropicana Community Center at Support Black Charities event, Wakanda Experience. It's Black History Month, and I'm speaking with Canada's first Black female contractor. Tell us about that and your journey.
Thank you. First Black female contractor for HGTV Canada in 35 years.
Wow.
That's history, y'all. I'm telling you guys. As a woman in the construction industry, like, I strive to inspire my people to reach to higher levels, to come out of the box and think out of the ordinary, right? And go into extraordinary. So that's what I represent as a Black female owner of a construction company that does all kind of renovations. I mean, from home additions to renovations, basements, kitchens, bathrooms, all type of flooring, anything that has to do with structural. Like, we're into epoxy, we're doing all kind of work in the city, and we're not only just doing home renovations, but we're actually changing lives. So it's definitely not about just the money for us, but it's about changing the atmosphere, changing the quality of living for our people, right? Just expecting higher elevation in living, and that's what we represent. So it's been a journey for sure. I started off as a framer, build houses for about 6-7 years, lots of residential homes, and then I got into the interior part of renovation. So that's what we do. I'm just thankful for the journey, and my passion is to really inspire the youths, get the youths into thinking farther ahead into the future, where construction, tech, and renovations and stuff with like housing is where like the money's at. So, like, that's what I'm here to do, is to basically, like, is inspire our youths, inspire the kids, inspire the children to kind of get into home renovations.
How did you hear about this event with Support Black Charities?
So I was like, excited to hear about an event like this, because I've never heard of a charity that supports, like, just Black businesses. And I was like, you know what, this would be a perfect event for me to attend to. Shelly Ann basically invited me, and I was like, you know what, I'm definitely coming. I'm going to cancel all my plans for my Saturday, and I'm going to come to this event where, you know what I mean, there's the community, there's initiative, there's inspiration. And I feel like it's very important for us Black business owners who are doing well in the community to kind of take the time out and come into spaces like this where, exposure is available, and it allows our people to see, like, the amount of change that's going on in society. The only way for them to see that is to see people like us. Like, there's a lot of Black females that see somebody like me and it's like, wow, she looks like me, so I can actually do that too. I can be that person, right? You get their mindset out of that, just in the little box, or typical nurse or typical lawyer, or and just get out of the box and be creative. We are Black people. We are kings and queens. We were natural builders of this world. I'm gonna make mention of that because it's the truth. In ancient time, we taught all the other Europeans how to build, how to create structures, pyramids. I mean, I'm not even gonna get to that part of it, but it's in my blood as an Ashanti king. I'm from the Ashanti Kingdom from Ghana, and this is exactly what we are about. As women, we go for it, we strive, and all I'm about is breaking barriers.
Are there any challenges that you face coming up in the construction industry that you would like to share, and how you were able to overcome them?
100%. Obviously, as a Black female, it's the hardest. Statistically, there's only 2% of women in the construction industry. And so imagine how much percent of that is actually Black women. That's a very, very, very small percentage. I'm part of that percentage, and I'm here to actually make that known and make that noise. Yes, I've faced a lot of challenges where they look at me as a black female and they're like, you're, first of all, you're a woman. How could you do this job? How could you, like, you know, like, do you have the strength to even do it? I walked on a job site one day and I said, listen, I want to do this for free. I just want to learn and get the experience. And they were shocked to see that. And from the time I started working, I was literally out working all the males on the job site, to the point where, like, males on the other side of the street were looking at me and were like, wow, like, they would just stop and watch me work, literally. So I've realized that, you know what, the challenges, and I never saw one female on any of the construction sites I ever worked on, especially black, you know what I mean? So I was like, you know what, this is the destiny, this is where I gotta go. And I never looked at those challenges. Barriers were not a thing for me. I'm about breaking barriers, so I don't even see that. There's no excuse. When you have the passion to do what you want to do, you're gonna get there.
Is there any advice that you would give for anyone that, or, you know, females out there that aspire to get into the construction industry or similar industries?
Definitely, consistency is the key. Don't quit. Like, you have to understand, like, in life, no business, you're never gonna just go through it in a smooth sailing, right? You're gonna fall, you're gonna fail, there's gonna be blood, tears, sweat. You have to go through that process. That's what refines you like gold. So I would say the most important thing is consistency, knowing your passion, knowing where you want to go in life. So you want to ask yourself, where do I want to be in 5 years from now? I want to be a developer. So all this that I'm doing is just minor stuff. Eventually, I want to have acres and acres of land where I can develop certain strategies to help my company and the community go to a different level.
And you mentioned HGTV, and also the first female in the construction industry in 35 years. 35 years. Tell us about that. And
that's history.
Yeah, tell us about HGTV and the history that you've been able to make.
So with HGTV, they said that they've been watching me for about 2 years. So I had no clue. One day, the producer showed up on my job site and was like, hey, listen, we're actually tired of the regular on HGTV. We want something different. We want diversity. We want to change. We want to see females, especially someone like you, who is considered, like, you know what I mean, not a regular typical HGTV face, right? She was like, you know what, she wants to change that narrative. And I was like, listen, I'm all about it. I'm down, because I need that from my community as well, right? So that was a great journey for me, and we've actually partnered, and we're actually going to continue on more projects, because HGTV realized that, listen, I was a contractor on the series. It's an 8-episode series, and I did half of the series.
Yes.
Out of 8 episodes, I did 4.
Wow, they located you on,
like, they knew they wanted me to be on that majority of that show. Yeah. And I guess they were proof. And the one thing that HGTV did, which I'm going to give them so much credit for, is the host is also a black female. The designers were black from Kenya. The Lifestyle Loft. I really appreciate what HGTV did, and that was putting us on the platform, and that was amazing to me. They did a segment of what they feel like black women in the construction industry is, and I feel like that was like the game changer. So I'm excited for my community to kind of see all of that, see the show. It airs in the fall, so y'all stay tuned. HGTV, it's called Styled Season 2. I'm not on Season 1, Season 2. You guys can check it out, and yeah, I hope it really makes a big difference in the community and kind of inspires our generation.
Well, I'm excited for you, and I know there's a lot of people out there that are looking for your services and would love to have someone someone with your experience, not only, you being a black woman, but, just having the amount of experience that you have. You're very knowledgeable in what you do, and, you do multiple things. So if they can, if they're looking to work with you, I don't know if you're all booked up for the rest of the year because you're not on HGTV, but if they would want to work with you, how can they?
So if you want guys to work with me, first of all, I would say go to my website, www.keystoyourhomereno.com, and that's Keyz with a Z. Keyz, and you can there request a quote form where I have it set up where you can send me your projects, send photos, send videos, your budget, and all of that info, where detailed information, where then I can kind of contact you back with all that detail and get to you. My social media, Instagram is at Keyz Renos, KeyzReno. Same with TikTok, same with Facebook. It's same all around. And we just got into YouTube, so make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Keyz Your Home Reno, Renovations.com. And yeah, that's where you guys can contact me at.
And before I let you go, you are very stylish tonight. One of the top fashion trenders of the night. Can you let us know who you're wearing? I know you mentioned it to me earlier, but I want you to share it with everyone else, because not only are you talented in the construction industry, I think you're also talented in the fashion industry.
Well, I do have a certain eye for design. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I do have an eye for design. I love, actually, I'm going to bring up a whole thing called Keyz's Closet, so then you guys can actually get like the exact outfits that I have. And yeah, I'm from Ghana. That's where I come from. I'm from the Ashanti Kingdom, so we are very well versed in our outfit. This is a kente cloth from the Ashanti region, so I had it made and prepared. You know, I know you would have loved to wear something like this too, and you know, like imagine a dress, and I see that. We got to get back to our roots, right? That's what it's all about. And I appreciate people like you that are doing this and promoting this and exposing this to our community. It's a wonderful feeling.
Well, thank you for speaking with us today. Happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
Yes, we are going to enjoy the rest of the event and festivities for the evening in celebration of Support Black Charities and Black History.
Enough love.